Oh, here's the game. Soup salad. E4. Hey, let's play a Sicilian. That was my last Sicilian con last time. Okay, let's play a classical. Well, A3. What the heck is that? I have no idea. So A3 prepared B4. I can take it. Takes back. And take again, and then there's a check. Oh, there's not even a check. It's just sacking a pawn. I take, he takes, knight takes. The rook gets active. Let's see. If I don't take, what happens? Anything? He can push on. He can take. Weird stuff from Soup Salad. I was thinking if he takes, I'll take. And then if he takes, I can take back with the knight or the pawn or the queen even. So if I just grab this, why not? There's no check. And it's not like he's got a huge edge in development here with all those pawn moves that he's played. Let's see, this is starting to look good for a some kind of fianchetto of the bishop. Maybe not after the knight is pushed. Okay, so after I move the knight, then he can bring the queen out to here. Maybe pushes the I guess there's no good square for the knight, huh? Maybe that's his point. And also, after he pushes the pawn forward, there is a queen check, which picks up this knight. So if I move my knight and he pushes the pawn forward, I'm not going to have time to take that pawn. I'll have to save my knight first. So what do I want to do here? Is there some other way of dealing with this knight? Knight could go to A5 rather than back to B8. But is that any better? Does it ever get into... Well, it's got B3 and C4 to look at. So let's put it out there. Just knight B8 didn't seem right. I might want to play my bishop out to... knight B8 would have... After B8, it would have to come out to D7, and I might want to develop my bishop here to F5 here, defending my knight. Yeah, so now he's playing for this trick with the check. Actually, I could just guard the check with the bishop to B7 here. That would work too, right? Bishop D7 prevents the check. See, there are other ways to attack the knight. The queen could come here or here. Let's see, the light squared bishop. So he just takes a pawn. Okay, let's ignore that pawn for the moment and develop my bishop. I think I like this long diagonal here for the bishop. So I guess he's playing handicap chess. Okay, if I take here and he takes with the queen, I can bring my knight back to F6. If he takes with the knight or the pawn, then I could develop bishop to G7. So taking with the queen was probably better. Plus it defended his A pawn. So he's got a pawn, he's going to hold on to it. But I'm going to play bishop to G7 and castle. That should be good. I can also round up that pawn, it seems like, at any time with knight to c6, hitting the queen and then taking. But there's no hurry to do that. It's probably better to castle and get my pieces developed, right? Just like they teach you in the books. So I guess he was experimenting in the opening. I can't believe this is a real line of any kind. Or maybe it is a real line and I played the unexpected response by ignoring it. But it always seems more worthwhile to grab a center pawn than to grab one of these measly queenside pawns. But a whole center pawn is usually worth something. Okay, so he's decided that development is a good idea too. What do you know? I was really expecting him to bring his queen over to A4 here, H4. Queen H4, Knight G5, checkmate on H7, that kind of thing. Seems like that's what he was setting up for. Now let's see, I only have one discovery with the knight, and then I could go here defending the bishop and attacking the queen, but that doesn't seem very useful, so I'm going to probably castle next. It's nice that I can get my knight back to c6 with the tempo on the queen too, so maybe I'll save the tempo for that knight rather than the other knight. Depends on which is more useful. Or maybe he will voluntarily move his queen away. Okay, lifts his rook, continuing his pattern of peculiar play. There's a fork here now. Actually, that fork was there before, wasn't it? If we back up. Yeah, when I played that bishop move. He attacked my knight there, so I had to save it. Then he played the bishop there. Yeah, I could have gone here with the fork right away. Instead, I played here, and so he moved his knight. So there's still a fork. Knight here attacks the queen and the bishop. Queen moves, probably the queen moves somewhere to defend the bishop. I take, queen takes, and the queen will be left back here. I'll take this pawn. I like that, actually. I like getting rid of that dark squared bishop. Let's see. Hopefully there's no clever move with the queen. I don't see it. If he hadn't made that funny move with a knight or rook, I might not have realized that that fork was sitting there. So I probably should have played the fork instead of developing the bishop. That was probably the correct way to play it. Okay, but this also seems like a good result for me. I'm a pawn up, and I'm a pawn up now that I gathered that pawn, and his remaining pawns are not so healthy looking. I have the bishop pair, and I have this nice dark squared diagonal I can play with. I guess his strategy will be to evacuate the diagonal. Let's see. So bishop to e6 looks natural, hitting the rook, but he'll just bring his rook over to e2, or bishop e6, rook d2 probably. I'll have to move the queen. Don't have to move the queen, I guess. So what's my attacking idea here? Bishop out here hitting the knight. And or queen here. So if a queen comes here, he can hit it with the rook. Queen to b3 is interesting for knight to g4. Queen b6, knight g4 threatens that square. Knight g4 first. He probably just kicks it, and then where's it go? It could go to knight g4. He kicks it. It could go here. He offers me a draw. Oh, come now. It's a game. Let's play a game. Just too many good moves to choose from. That's the real problem here. So he moved the pawn forward. Okay, so now queen b3, he can push the pawn. I could take it. That's his idea. He really wants to do that. Oh, because of the bishop. Yeah, I see. Let's see. Even if I take with the queen, queen takes, pawn takes, rook takes, bishop. Yeah, that's annoying. So I have to move the queen again. Okay, what's he got? Pawn takes, I'll trade queens and take the pawn. That leaves me with some messed pawns here. But I will have one more than him still. So he goes there. Okay. So let's unpin the bishop with a little tempo on the rook. He goes there, hitting my queen. Yeah, it's true, and the bishop. So here or here, defending the bishop. So I want to take back with the queen. Hitting the f2 pawn again. Queen or knight, what's better? Queen takes probably. Much for discoveries with this bishop here. Yeah, the bishop can hit the knight. That's true. See, there's also bishop to h6 hitting his queen. The queen can just move away. This pawn, unfortunately, is not under fire. So I guess I have to drop back with the queen. I have to defend the knight, which is under attack from his bishop. I have a check here. So he might push the pawn. He might take the knight. I think all of those are pretty okay for white. And this this rook here is looking like a liability at some point. So he's probably just calculating the best way to do it. Okay, so he decided to take the knight off first. Take the pawn. And oh shoot, is that hard to defend? That is hard to defend. Let's see. If I go here, let's think about this. Rook here, he takes. I take. And then he brings this rook in here with check. I take. The queen comes in here with check. All very uncomfortable. And so, let's see. Queen over here defending the rook is probably also losing. But we'll see. Yeah, he just doubles up on his defense. And what can I do? Takes there with check. And I can't block it. That's too bad. If he is, his king is mateable on the back rank, but I have to get rid of these guys. Let's see. Okay, so rook takes rook. Pawn takes. It's a queen. Bishop there, and then queen there is mate. Yeah, I really don't see a defense, so I will resign here. So, really crazy opening, but obviously a strong player, so he was just fooling around, I guess. Anyway, good game. I will upload this and do a postmortem.